Hey guys, member representing Umuahia Federal Constituency of Abia State, Honorable Obi Awocha, has pleaded with President Bola Tinubu not to be blinded by hatred like his predecessor, Muhammadu Buhari. He urged Tinubu to release the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. Sahara reporters reported on Sunday that Aloy Jumako, the lead counsel for Kanu, had raised the alarm over the secret recordings of his meetings and conversations with his clients by the officials of the Department of State Service (DSS). Ejimako stated there is no way Nnamdi Kanu can get fair trial under the current conditions of his detention, which encourage the profound interference with his access to counsels and adequate facilities to conduct his defense. There is not going to be any fair trial in that kind of scenario. Impossible. Sahara reporters also reported on Wednesday, April 3rd, that the family of the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, had written an open letter to the Southeast governors over the unlawful and unjust detention of the separatist leader. According to the family, Kanu is being wrongfully held against his will. The family added that Kanu's fundamental human rights had been violated under the watch of the governors and therefore called on them to take urgent action to challenge his detention. The letter, written by one of Kanu's brothers, reads, "I am writing this letter with utmost urgency and deep concern regarding the unlawful and unjust detention of my brother, Nnamdi Kanu." The family had earlier reviewed that the health condition of Kanu was fast deteriorating. Sahara reporters had reported that since June 2021, when the former administration of Buhari seized Kanu in Kenya and renditioned him to Nigeria, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra remained in the detention facility of Nigerian Secret Police (DSS). But speaking while featuring on ABN TV, Awocha described Kanu as a political prisoner, urging Tinubu to release him immediately. He accused Buhari of having a personal hatred and vendetta against Igbo and urged Tinubu not to toe the path of his predecessor. He said that despite several court orders directing that Kanu should be released, the then President Buhari denied the IPOB leader bail. Awocha, however, expressed optimism that Kanu's situation would end up being resolved politically. All the crimes and criminality, the banditry and the kidnapping that are happening in the Southeast is because of the detention of Nnamdi Kanu. A lot of people are using his name to commit all these crimes and criminality. The peace in the Southeast or the peace in Nigeria cannot go anywhere without the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu, Awocha said. Awocha, who represents Kanu in the House of Representatives, said in no distant time his constituents will walk out of detention a free man. He insisted that Kanu had not committed any crime that would warrant his incarceration. Didn't he say the truth? Court has discharged and acquitted him. Even went further and said that Nnamdi Kanu will not stand trial before any court in Nigeria again. If he committed any crime, why are your governments running from pillar to post, trying to cook up evidence against him? I blame Lugard and his useless girlfriend that join us together with people that reason like cows. One Nigeria my foot. Someone just dropped that. And another person said, it is the government that is running from pillar to post. or you and your Kanu. Be serious, so be careful fighting a man that buys ink by the barrel. What is loose about in Nigeria expressing his views on a national issue? Do not use the primitive standards of your region to judge the entire country. Nigerians have the right to freedom of expression. The man has not said anything new. It has always been clear that Buhari harbored hatred towards the Igbo nation. Buhari was not psychologically fit to be president by any means. Okay, these are some reactions, from Nigerians. As you can see, the majority of Nigerians are still talking about this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release. A few days ago, Kanu said, what is going on in the Southeast is happening today because he is in detention. He said, if he's released, 2 minutes, all this wahala in the Southeast, talking about insecurity and all that, he said there are some persons who are benefiting from what is going on in the Southeast and using his name for it. So Nnamdi Kanu said Nigerian government should check because all is not well in the Southeast, meaning that Kanu is saying, see, I am not involved in any insecurity going on in the Southeast. So that is even enough for the federal government of Nigeria to look into the issue of, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu incarceration and all that. So guys, what's your take on this? Let's hear from you. Kindly drop your comments below the comment section. If you are just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you.